Oh, this is the wrong way round. Oh, hi, everybody. How are y'all doing? Merry Crimbo and all that stuff. If you're a Patreon watching this on the replay, thank you for your continued support. You're very kind and you're doing a great thing by helping me spread the word of veganism. So I really appreciate you. Gemma, the voice from beyond, is on the questions. There's his hand. Who have we got in the house, Gemma?
I haven't loaded it yet.
Oh, God. You just can't get the stuff. Well, we spent the day with these couple of bellends. I'm just joking. They're probably watching. Well, I've been hanging out with the awesome Goji man and his lovely wife, Emma. Oh, and there he is. There he is. And we've had the best day. We've had the best day. We've done a bit of a collabo, so look forward to that on both our channels. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Goji Man, nip over there right now and hit subscribe. If you're into, you know, the health and fitness aspect, you'll love what he's doing. Awesome guy doing awesome things. Just getting the questionnaires and the comments. Turn me off. David Flowers is in the house. Angry vegan. Gregor P. Yasmin's Conscious Kitchen. Merry Christmas Eve. Check her out for awesome vegan healthy desserts on the Facebooks. Red is Rad. Lou Fussy's in the house as usual. As I say, Goji Man, my awesome friend. Vicky. Edward's in the house. Merry Christmas to you too. Baphometricon. Baphometricon. That's a cool name. Am I saying it right? Baphometricon. That sounds cool. Sounds scary, but cool. Happy Christmas. Raz is in agreement with my Piers Morgan video. Have you guys seen my Piers Morgan? And if not, give it a click. I need to get that pumped out to more peeps. Red is Red. Does YouTube take a big chunk of the super chats? I think it takes 30%. I think it takes 30%. Is there a better way for people to donate? If you want to donate and you want more of the money to go where you want it to go, PayPal. I think in the description of this video will be my PayPal address. Is it? No. henchherbivore@yahoo.co.uk. henchherbivore@yahoo.co.uk is my PayPal. So thanks for axing you guys to make this all possible. So I really appreciate you all. Goji Man had a fab day. We had the best day, Simon and Emma. So truly, let's please do that again very soon. We'd really like that. Mihai Kos, what opinion do you have on the YouTube censorship of vegan YouTubers? Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I don't know how much of a thing it actually is. People tell me, like, with the graphic footage, like, that causes problems. But sometimes, you know, it's down to the algorithm. I've not had experience of it, so I can't really comment. When people are saying that's a thing, I guess then it's probably a thing. But then again, like, really, you know, in terms of pumping your videos out, a lot of it is satisfying the algorithm, and really a lot of it, which we've been chatting to Simon about today, is click-through rate and watch time, you know. But, you know, if YouTubers know for definite that things happen to those particular videos, which are a bit more, you know, showing the negatives of animal agriculture, or, you know, speaking to ethics more, like, then, you know, that obviously is not what we want. What are you doing on?
Use this wire. This hanging out.
Oh.
And that doesn't go in very well if you.
Okay, let's.
Swap to that one.
Right, we're just changing power leads. Gemma, can you keep the people occupied?
No, the voice from beyond.
Yeah, I mean the voice from beyond. Can you say words? We don't want any dead air. That's what I've been learning about live streaming from D. Niman. He gave me a shout out yesterday and today. I think he said he's half interested in the vegan thing because he saw that I had abs. Had been the operative word. I'm in the middle of bulking now. Gemma, you're giving me a headache. I mean the voice from beyond. Kay Mohan, hi, how many calories do you have a day? How do you know if you're gaining muscle mass successfully? Oh, when I walk along the pavement and it cracks I know I'm doing good. You know, I mean, to a degree you can see, you probably won't see on yourself because we're all our own worst critic. What I say is, you know, you just want to be in a slight caloric surplus. When you weigh yourself week by week, you want your body weight to be going up slowly but surely. You know, and if your strength's going up and your body weight's going up, well, then you're building some muscle, you know.
How many calories do you eat?
How many calories do I eat? I've not counted them exactly. I'll just slowly add in more and more of the different types of food. But I'd say 5,500, 6,000 calories now. Towards the end of my cut, I was on 3,000. So that was a lot different. Oh yeah, well spotted, Gemma. Chappelle Home Studios in the house. Paolo P. Thank you, Runners Rad. David Flowers. Hey Paul, I'm still waiting for that Vivo giveaway. Do you know Vivo Life did say that they were gonna? Oh, what were we gonna give away? A pack of Thrive or something? I'll get on it. I'll get on it. Number theories in the house. Plant life. Merry Christmas to us. Thank you, Chappelle Home Studio. No, in the UK, iodine enriched salt's not really a thing. I mean, you can get it. I've seen it in like a Lidl before. But, you know, you probably, for the majority of people, you don't want to go too high on sodium. So really and truly, some seaweed, 1.5, 2 sheets of nori, half a teaspoon of dulse or arame flakes. There are other different types, but, you know, so you don't need a whole load. And with the seaweed, you're getting, you know, lots more other micronutrients, which possibly you wouldn't be getting like other ways as well. So I say get the seaweed in. If it's really not to your taste, I actually recommend a Lugol's solution, which is iodine and iodide in like the correct ratio for, you know, human you know, assimilation. So yeah, Lugol's solution. It comes in all different strengths. It's in a little pipette, little droppers. That's very good. Edward, on a big dirty Christmas bowl, are you, Ray? Today has been a little bit that way. I normally try and eat like vast majority whole foods with a couple of scoops of protein powder. You know, we've been doing the rounds of vegan Norwich today, and you know, not everywhere does whole foods, so it's been a bit more naughty today. But I try to eat as clean as possible, just for the sake of health. Back on Metrocon, what are you having for Christmas dinner? So like a nut roast, some oil-free roast potatoes will be on the cards, lots of veg, like a whole foods gravy, which we make with chickpea flour, which you toast, and then you add in like typically vegetable stock, a little tamari for the brown colour and the saltiness. Maybe a little herbs and spices like rosemary, maybe sage, thyme definitely. Yep. Is that about the size of it?
That's the size of it.
That's the size of it.
Christmas cake we've got.
We've got Christmas cake. We've got Whole Foods Christmas cake. I may put up a recipe video soon, just see how that will come out. But that was a great gift from our lovely chef friend. And we're going to get our heads together. So she's really on board. Sarah is her name, lovely lady. And she's really down with the whole plant foods, no oil, no sugar. And so we're going to collaborate on a little bookie book, a little recipe. Because, you know, you guys keep asking me for like a recipe book. So there'll be my kind of standard recipes and then her more, slightly more elaborate, really tasty, you know, real nice meals she does. She's amazing. Just like pop-up sort of cafe things, and she coaches people on vegan cooking. American vegan truckers in the house. I'm doing really good. How are you, my friend? 2 loops. Merry Christmas. Number 30. What do you think of Chris Kruger debunking vegan gain studies on cholesterol and heart disease? I've not watched it, but I am so convinced on cholesterol and heart disease. And why does a whole foods plant-based diet reverse heart disease? No other diet does. So, you know, you can debate like, you know, different studies and who's funded it and was it good science. But when the fact is people are using the data, and people often say epidemiological studies are not worth anything. Well, at the very least, they give you a clue. And then if you start following those like behaviours and you're having the result that you're not getting heart disease or you're reversing heart disease, like, what more do you want, you know? And certainly I've seen my systolic blood pressure go from 140 to 106 last time and supposedly below 110 is no further benefit. So, and I do know real cardio, so it's amazing. Paolo P, what do you think of dirty bulks, vegan or not? Nah, yeah, it works. But then like you've got further to go in terms of getting like fat like off you if you're really doing like overeating. But in terms of like the types of foods you're eating, like if you're eating obviously animal products, they're killing you. If you're eating a lot of sugar, that's killing you. If you're eating a lot of oil or more than a tiny bit of oil, that's probably killing you. I don't want to be the biggest, most ripped corpse in the cemetery. I want to be walking around and making people go vegan by doing this. Chappelle, do you drink any alcohol out of interest? No, I stopped a while ago. Mainly because like I just feel naff afterwards. When you're eating like really well, you feel good. Energy and drive and training hard, and then and then learning about the gut microbiome. Cowboy in the background. Learning about the gut microbiome, how pivotal it is to have a well-established colony of the Prevotella strain of bacteria. Well, not only does alcohol kill Prevotella, it feeds Bacteroides strains. So, you've got these pathogenic bacteria that cause toxins and accelerate, aging and disease risk. And, why would you? Why would you? And as well, like I used to use alcohol as a crutch because, like, I was socially phobic and all, a bit anxious. And now I've just developed like a life of purpose and I feel like I've got great self-esteem, and I've got stuff to talk about, I think part of it as well, like I was hanging out with people like, I was in the nightclub scene. You're just hanging out with people who are that way minded, with recreational drugs and alcohol. And, to hang out with these people, you need to be that way or like you realise how kind of boring they are or like idiotic. And, and I was certainly, I certainly did a lot of silly things. So develop yourself a life of purpose. Get a good fitness regime and you can get high off life. I'm 10 times happier now than I ever was doing all that silly stuff. And it's constant, it's not, oh, I'm really like mad, happy and high for a short time and then you're on a real low, Georgia, I'm intolerant to bananas, so do you know anything I can put in my smoothies to bulk them out? Any like sort of tropical fruits work really well. Mango, pears work really well. Don't overdo them because they may make you run to the toilet a lot. It does me if I overdo those. Dates. And I like to put some starch in, so typically some oats. Yeah, but any fruits really. Good. One person's up for the recipe book. Good thing you're bulking at Christmas. Yeah, that's true, plant life. Tick Pisani. We wish you a merry winter solstice and a dairy-free new year. Amen. Amen to that.
Someone just pointed out what Cowboy's doing behind your head.
Hey, he's licking his bib hole. Sorry about him. I wish I could do that. David, everybody brings up a good point. Remember to like the stream to help spread the message. Yeah, no, I've not even liked my own stream, so I can't be too disappointed that we've only got 20 thumb uppuses. Chappelle would appreciate some more microbiome tips currently in a Crohn's disease flare. What's Crohn's again? Is that it's not to do with gluten, is it?
No. Should I post your video about the gut microbiome?
Yeah, watch my gut microbiome video. That's everything I've learned in a very succinct little video.
Check out Goji Man.
Check out Goji Man's channel. He's got loads of great videos. Sometimes it's like a small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So we're hindgut fermenters, so our gut microbiome is meant to be in the colon, But sometimes, you know, you get a problem and it seeps into the small intestine, you get fermentation in there and creates all sorts of problems. So goji man's your guy for that. But just really in terms of optimizing your gut bacteria, they eat fiber, like soluble fiber, and they eat resistant starch from insoluble fiber. That is all that the Prevotella strains, the good guys, it's all they eat. You know, and these bacteria, like, they train our immune function, they create vitamins, they create short chain fatty acids, which you'll find over time, scientists it's gonna come into the mainstream how the more of these short chain fatty acids we've got, they're the building blocks of serotonin, dopamine. They actually feed the colonocytes, so the cells of the colon wall, the mucosa there. That's not fed by the bloodstream, it's actually fed by these short chain fatty acids. And if they've got enough of those, the butyrate in particular, they knit tightly together, then you're not creating, you know, allergies and autoimmune disease and things like that. So whole plant foods, basically. Everything else feeds back to roidy. So alcohol, you know, animal proteins and fats. Yep, strange fruit. Not strange fruit, I was just referring to someone in the stream. I wasn't talking about the gut microbiome then. And you don't want to be killing the good guys off. Stop doing that, you're live to the world. You don't get it. SLS in toothpaste, which is antibacterial. If you don't wash your cutlery and crockery well, you can have antibacterials from your strange fruits eating. Come on, have some decorum. He thinks I'm an idiot. Oh God. Anyway, that's about that.
I posted your video.
Oh, thanks, mate. Racy for self-esteem broccoli is great for confidence. I like that. Good ad, Racy. Leon Kootstra's in the house. Mary Crimbo. Oh, it's jumped. Healing with Chris. Hey, Paul, have you heard of the VGA-HGA hormone ratio connected to mental issues? Connected to Clostridia bacteria, waiting for Goji Man to consult. Yeah, he'll be your man for that one. I don't actually know what that is all about. VGA-HGA hormone ratio. I will look that up later. So that sounds... tell me a bit about it if you want to. So I can't even begin to imagine what that is. American vegan trucker, cool. As you know, many vegans eat a lot of rice. Hear anything about China making plastic rice? It's the United States. No, that what? Is that actually a thing? Their rice is already contaminated with arsenic enough. Like, rather than, they don't have to do that as well. Burger P, like the stream. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, Chickpea Sunny. Canada Poppy, hide the cat. Hide your cat. There she is. Japan Love. Hey, Paul, watching you from work, NHS shift, 13 hours, having my lunch now. What a front door I had today. I don't know what you're saying. Stream liked, good old Chickpea. Goji Man, the go-to man. He really is. He's great stuff. Ray Steve, Goji Man is level 3 vegan. Level 3s can speak to bacteria and the gut microbiome. Sorry, strange fruit. Yasmin, can having flat feet affect your squat performance? I can't progress, but everything else is improving. I've not heard of that being a thing. I don't know it all, but I expect I would have heard something. So I'm going to say no. Vegan Tina, first thought crossed my mind when jumping on a live stream. Wonder if Goji Man is here yet, which Grant is. Oh, I'm glad that you came to see me as well. That's very good. So, yeah, Goji Man's driving home with his lovely wife, Emma. If you're new to the stream just now, we've been hanging out today, going around all the Norwich vegan hotspots, doing a bit of a collabing. So, yeah, that guy's going far. Duntoy Reb Helton. I'm coming back as a cat so I can do that. Be served by dafty humans. Yeah, it feels that way. Tom Summers, have you ever tried beet juice for pre-workout? Apparently it has great effect on athletics. Yeah, I do it every day, basically, for the last few years. Well, on a bulk I do. On a cut, I take it out because I want to eat my calories. Yeah, it's brilliant. Better pumps, more endurance, better blood flow. The science, I know that Brian Turner did a video recently, but I think he only left like a 60 or 90-minute gap pre-workout, and I've seen the science on it, and actually they said 2 to 3 hours pre-workout, and 140 mils seemed optimal. But I'm thinking those guys probably weren't as big as me. So and I train 5 times a week, and I can get litre bottles of juice. So I have 200 mils 5 times a week. Keeps for 5 days as well. So that works out nice. And yeah, I have great workouts on it. I really love it. Mihai Kos, do you feed your cats animal products as it's carnivore? No, it eats vegan products. And one of our cats, Mitzi, was meant to live for 1 year. She was born with a heart murmur. She's been vegan for 5 years, and you know, she's still alive 12 years on, so it seems to be okay for her. I just answered that, Gemma Jordan. Yeah, happy holiday, Tina. Simon Blurton, hey Hench, I was wondering what you do iodine. You told me about seaweed, salt of vegan camp, but I can't remember the name of it. So, so I just use seaweed, so like a couple of sheets of nori or half a teaspoon of dulse or rame, or like, you know, there's other seaweeds, but you need to get a minimum of 150 micrograms a day. Other than that, I recommend Lugol's solution, which is iodine iodide in the correct ratios. Am I nearly up to date on the questions? And
yeah.
So I'll just drop that into the Lugol's solution.
Maybe everyone's busy because it's so close to Christmas.
Put some questions in that. I'll run out of things to say, and then I'll feel like a prize Nana. David Flowers, beet every day, so you're used to that colour that comes out. Yeah, that is a bit of a shock at first, though. Sunny Pepper, hi Hench, can you tell us about being a YouTuber, pluses, minuses, economics for vegans, think about quitting their job to promote their cause like you, love your activism, thank you. So don't expect that you're going to get rich off ad revenue unless you get like 1 million followers and like hundreds of thousands of views. Made very little in the way of ad revenue. But what you can do if you've got like a business is you can tack that onto it. So, you know, I get a lot of nutrition plans, workout plans to write for people. I do Skype consultations. We have our own merchandise. So we have clothing. We now have a shelf underneath the videos from Teespring, and you can do like accessories and stuff as well. What other income streams? We get a little bit of money on Patreon from some kind people. Super chats in here. What other income stream? We've got about 7 revenue streams relative to YouTube. What else is there? Oh, sponsored videos. You know, sometimes people sponsor me to show their product or talk about their service. Affiliate marketing. So I've been a Vivo Life ambassador for a while. Their product is so good, like their protein powders and their other things. You know, they are, you know, cards on the table, they're the high end of the market. You know, they're in the more sort of pricey end. And I wondered like how that was going to work out, because before I was promoting like bargain basement, like bulk powders, which I was using, and I smashed like the amount of money I was making from bulk powders. I made more in 1 month than I had in 3 years from bulk powders over to Viva Life. And it seems people do want quality, and having gone on to their protein powder and etc., I will say it's worth the money. It's, you know, a lot of these cheap protein powders, like they buy the raw ingredients in from, you know, dodgy places, you know, just from abroad, really cheap. Maybe they're growing rice next to motorways and it's really contaminated with lead. So, you know, Vega is like a middle of the range sort of protein powder, and it was really contaminated with lead in a study. There was only about 3 protein powders that were really good, and Viva Life was one of them. It's biofermented, it's just so digestible, such good quality, no nasty additives, like it's natural, it's organic. Honestly, guys, like if you're going to use a little protein to augment your training, that's the one. And link in the description, you can get 10% off with my code HENCH10. So that's the other stream is affiliate marketing. I'm also, recently, I've become an ambassador for the Drug Store. So you may have seen in a previous vlog, they've given me this CBD to try. So you probably know I'm a big fan of CBD oil as an anxiolytic, like so anti-anxiety. It aids sleep, it aids recovery from sports, from workouts. It mitigates like pain. It does a fair few things. Dorian Yates, if you watch him in interviews, he says like 4 of his friends have reversed cancer with this product. And anyway, and you can get 10% off with code Herbivore10. Again, the links are in the description there. So, you know, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that over the next few months I can become a full-time social media influencer. Currently, I spend half my week, you know, doing nutrition consultations and plans, and as a PT. I'm kind of earning half of my money YouTube, half of my money from a kind of day job. And I think in the next year or so, I'll be a full-time influencer, which is where my heart is, because I can reach so many more people, you know, make a real difference. But it ain't easy. It ain't easy. And you really need to look at it as a business and have, you know, have a plan and things. Look up Video Creators YouTube channel, and they talk all about how to, you know, make it sustainable and how to, you know, how to grow your YouTube channel, etc. Andy Hoadley, Hench versus Pearson Morgan. When is it happening? Good evening, by the way. Good evening. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me to try and go on there. I have got a this lovely man who just wants to save animals paid for me to have a agent, so like a PR lady. And I did some local TV a couple of days ago, so that's going to be cool. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about going on there because, you know, he just tries to antagonise. He just wants to bully. I'm not the sort of person he takes to being people trying to intimidate or bully me too well.
He's not.
I'm really not. I have a problem with it. So, yeah, I don't know if it's the best for the movement. Not today. We do want quality. I knew it. So my Runtoy Rabs is saying peanut butter, which is a good point. All right. So there's all sorts of trolling going on by the looks of it. We'll just... So nice to have these excellent moderators and I don't have to look at all that mess. Beans and greens. Greens and beans, even gaming. Excess fat stored as fat, excess protein stored as fat, excess carbohydrates, muscle. I think I should just... no, you will store some excess carbohydrate, but the point is that you'll store the other two before you'd store that. Yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, so carbohydrates are only macro that you can burn off by your body warming up, so there'll be a degree of that as well. Just depends how far over you've gone, you know. Jesse Hitman's in the house. Tom, any chance you could point me in the right direction for doing some street activism? Because I think I'll be good at it. I live in Manchester. You've got Manchester Pig Save, haven't you? I would just drop those guys a message on Facebook or whatever and see what else is going on in the area. Like, they'll know. Yeah. And good on you. We need people doing this. Connie Hughes, Piers Morgan deserves a punch. Best not coming from a vegan there. Yeah, you can't fight for peace. You can't fight for peace. However tempting it is sometimes. You know, in the past, I've not been averse to doing that before I, you know, got my morals and ethics. Strange route. Go for the TV route, mate. You might get some. You get some meat, isn't Morgan? I think you're ready. What's this all about? Race lever challenge and thinking I'm ready. What's that all about, Jesse Hitman? I don't know. Humans are animals. You should email my dad and tell him he can eat plants and get strong. He's eating meat his whole life. He's a big, strong guy, but he does not believe he'll stay big being a vegan. So into middle and old age, vegan athletes are really taking it off from the pack. You know, animal products cause so much detriment. While we're younger, we can get away with eating a species unspecific diet like animal products, but you know that takes its toll. You know, and then if we're whole foods, plant-based is so, you know, it's so anti-inflammatory. You know, we repair better. Like we've got more antioxidants to undo all the stress. You know, it is the way forwards. But you know, I've been told we need meat for protein for so long that a lot of people don't believe it. So my whole thing is I want to be twice as big as everyone who tells me we need meat for protein. And I just say, what are you on about? Are you blind? That's the best way, I think. You can't argue with what's in front of you. Catherine, any advice on best diet to combat rheumatoid arthritis, please? Yeah, and it's the same as the diets to combat everything. Whole foods, plant-based. There is a big pro-inflammatory component to rheumatoid, and there's even a bit of a one to osteo. And I've seen people reverse, or one person reverse osteoarthritis with whole foods, plant-based. Yeah, that's it. Whole foods, plant-based diet. Balance your omega-3 and 6, so that brings the inflammation down as well. And really emphasize that more alkalizing things. And most plant foods in general are at least slightly alkalizing, but particularly like lemon, watermelon, like your leafy greens or any greens in general, really. Yep. No processed foods. You're welcome. Humans are animals. Lucy Brock, I know you. How are you doing, lovely? Hope you enjoyed your smoothie bowls earlier. So it is so messy. What's that you who served us? Why didn't I recognise you? Have you changed your head transplant? You used to come to the meetup, yeah? That is you, isn't it? What? What? What's happened there? Tell me. I'm confused. I'm confused. I am easily confused. I liked it when Ralph Wiggum said, I'm happy and angry. I think someone gave him steroids or something. Edward, I've been on a 33-year dirty bulk. I'm doing really well on it. Caitlin is new here. Welcome. Good to have you on board. I'm about 50 pounds overweight. I'm at 185 pounds, be around 135. I've lifted weights in the past and was very fit. Can I lose weight with diet alone? Yeah, it's this caloric deficit. So whether, you know, you're eating less calories or exercising more, I would say do a bit of both, because, you know, we need to work our muscles and our bone density. We need to work our heart and lungs. So I say do a bit of both. Oh, that was you. That's weird. Maybe I just haven't seen you for so long. Oh, that was strange. That was strange. I would have made a bigger fuss of you if I'd have realised anyway, so sorry about that. I'm a bit dippy. I think I've met too many people now through all this YouTube celebrityness. And my brain's gone, or just my brain's gone stupid in general. Maybe I can only hold so many faces in my... What is the deal with all that? Because we used to live in groups of 80 to 130. And I suppose now, like, you know, you can have a much bigger, like... clutching at straws. I think I'm just a bit thick. David Flowers, yesterday someone used the plants field. Oh, God. Duntoy Rab, do you like green smoothies? Been doing them for a week. My poo is green. That's good stuff. Yeah, some of the best foods you can eat. Get it in there. Eli Rivera, Hench, what are your arm measurements? I've not measured for a while. They were 18.5 at the biggest. Do you know, I don't even know. I'm going to say like probably getting on for 18 at the minute. My forearms actually have been much better, relatively speaking. I've never had great biceps, just the luck of the draw. Family Freedom, you lovely people. How are you getting on? They came and helped me celebrate my birthday. You may have seen the vlog, and subscribe to those awesome guys if you've not already. They are the best people. How's everyone? Bob, is Katie and Jojo good? And what's a going on? What's a going on? I guess we could get Katie and Bob in on the thing we were talking about with Goji, man. Yeah. Bob, we've got a plan relative to growing vegan YouTube. I've been hanging out with Goji Man today, and we're making a plan, and we want you guys in on it. So I'll remind me to drop you a line later. That'll be good. Should help our channels grow quicker, according to industry insiders. Connor Hughes, any chance of a hench retreat in the new year? The last one sounded ace. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to give it some thought. I'm not at the guest house now, so I'm not sure where we would hold it is the only thing.
And ask everyone, if you did a hench herbivore meetup at Vantra, who would come?
If I did a hench herbivore meetup at Vantra, which is an amazing Whole Foods restaurant in Piccadilly, is it?
Yeah.
Piccadilly in London, who would come? Vote now. Mainaman Wakawayabwa. I'm sorry that I probably didn't pronounce that at all well. I tried my best. I'm going to my step-grandma Judith tomorrow. She's like an older version of Piers. What should I do? I'd say, but I'm vegan, so I can't say these things. I can't say. Get that face out of my screen. Oh, jumped. Alicia, head transplant. Hello. I'm in all next weekend too if you're about. We may well pop in and see you, and we'll give you a proper vegan hug. And I'm sorry for my stupidity. I'm a stupid person. Herman Pontiane. Keep up the good work, man. How much protein do you think I need to train 4 times a week in cardio? You know, it's really a lot to do with your lean mass. So, you know, that's a lot of training. Oh, I would shoot for, on a bulk, I'd go 1.6 to 1.8 grams of protein per kilo of lean body weight. Nice, Lucy. And if you do a cutting cycle, I go near at 2 grams per kilo of lean body weight. According to the science, that seems to be about optimal, and any more would be no benefit. You may get away with a bit less, and for health reasons, we probably shouldn't go any higher protein than we have to. But, you know, it all depends on your risk aversion and how important, like, optimal health or sports performance. So, you know, you pays your money and takes your choice. Never mind. Jesse, the 7-day race leaver challenge is the ultimate test of strength, endurance, and courage. I'm in. Oh, Foot Soldier's in there. Foot Soldier. Subscribe to that mofo. He's cray, and he's a cool guy. Elka's in the house. What's up, Paul and Gemma? What's up? Am I? Yeah, I'm nearly there, aren't I? Yeah. Hang on, Foot Soldier. I'll come and see what you said in a second. That's just gone off the screen. David Flowers, hey Paul, what foods do you recommend for anemia? You know, if you're just eating a whole foods plant-based diet and you're balanced for all the different food groups, you know, you should be golden on all the nutrients. So a little legumes, a little whole grains in most meals, a good amount of different coloured veggies, a little fruit, a little nuts and seeds, bit of a meat, bit of chia, bit of flax, B12, D3, a DHA perhaps, some seaweed for iodine. If you're eating a calorically adequate diet and you've got plenty of veggies, etc., it's all going to be in there. So don't sweat the small like details too much, is what I'd say. Yeah, it's just getting the iron in there. Jessie says, hi Gemma, Merry Christmas.
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Alicia, with a whole foods vegan diet, what supplements do you recommend for workout recovery for men and women basics? You know, if you're eating a whole foods plant-based, you should be getting everything you need, really. If you're a bit larger than the average bear, particularly if you're a strength athlete, then, you know, 1 or 2 scoops of a quality protein powder, such as Vivo Life, would be a good addition. That's it. That's it, really. You know, whatever you eat, you've got all the antioxidants in there. You've got the micronutrients. You know, don't sweat the little details too much. So if you just get that one thing right, the whole foods plant-based, that's 99% of your performance and your, you know, your health. It really is. Strange fruit is in. Nice. Casey, is it fake vegan drama between you guys? Is it fake vegan drama between who guys? Which guys is it? Lol's Money 99 debate, but K. Oh, that guy irritates me so badly. And I'm sure he'd be speaking a disrespectful way. And I think if you were standing in front of me, you would not speak to me like that. And I just don't like people like that. And I'd rather poke my own eyes out, I think, unfortunately. Connor would definitely try to meet Avantra, work permitting, sweet. Maybe we'll make that happen. Right, Steve, according to the anti-vegans, Goji Man is only hanging out with you to collect your poop and use it to control dominate the entire European population. We did touch on that topic this afternoon when we were chatting. Oh, Strange Fruit couldn't make it. I don't think we'll do it if Strange Fruit's not coming. We got Obelieves in the house. New vegan restaurant, nice. Alfred S. regarding vegan meal would depend what date. Sweet. Vegan foot soldier. Hello, got a flight to London tomorrow morning. Watch out, I might be hiding in the bush over the next couple of weeks. Come and see us, Mr. Man. Please, we want you. We want you. Even if you just come over and stay for a day or something, you're welcome to stay here. Whatever you want to do. That'll be so good to connect, brother. But well, golf's in the house. Alfred, you're correct. I have answered that 100 times before. And I don't take creatine. The reason being it doesn't do anything for me. About 3 out of 10 people are non-responders. It just doesn't work. And so when I was non-vegan, I used it. I realised it basically when you're doing the loading phase or when you first just get on it, you should put on about 4 or 5 pounds in the first week because you're volumizing your cells with more water. And I just didn't. But then, like, I just wondered because animal flesh has endogenous creatine in it. Like the animal's made its own creatine. So when you're eating that, you know, you get an exogenous creatine already pre-made. So I wondered, being vegan, perhaps now it would work. Nothing. And what I will say is there's a lot of great science on it working well for many people. However, there's no long-term studies on its safety. So, you know, so often the whole food does us good, isolate things, tends to do bad nearly every time, like we seem to find out sooner or later. So again, it depends on your risk aversion and how much your health matters to you relative to your sports performance. And in terms of sports performance, it's going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because, you know, you have to cycle it. So you do 5 to 8 weeks, then you have to come off for a couple of weeks. So it's undulating, and I like a nice, steady, just linear progression, you know, which feels nice. So that would be my perspective on that one. Right, where were we? Thank you, David McConaughey. You're very kind. Herman, that's a lot because right now I'm eating 80 to 100 grams of protein, but I don't feel I want to eat more. I do have a lot of time weekends when I have to go. Any tips? Should I do some? Yeah, meal prep. Yeah, just stick everything in, you know, freeze it in lunch boxes. That's a great tip. You know, if you're doing fine on 80 to 100 grams of protein, keep doing that. You know, as long as it's working. David, could you have Piers Morgan in a fight? Oh, I don't know. I better be able to after calling him a sack of potatoes or whatever I said. That wasn't very kind of me. Do you know, it might sound like BS, but I don't really like to make this video. Certainly, I called him a fat sack of potatoes or whatever, and like, you know, that's fat shaming and it's not nice. But I'm conscious that when people watch these reaction videos or these critique, you know, people like a little bit of sassiness, so it's not really me. But I've made it, so it is me, so that don't feel very good. But it's growing the channel, so, and then I can reach more people with my positive stuff. What do you guys think? Is it a necessary evil, or am I a bad person? Vote now. But yeah, I'd kill him. No, I'm vegan. Herman, what is your favourite muscle group to exercise? I don't know. All of them. All of them. I like the variety and I could use a range of different exercises. I'm half tempted to say chest, but I've been enjoying training my delts lately and they've really blown up. I can't pin it down to one muscle. I'm sorry. I tried, I really did. Pez said to be a great boxing match. I think he had a boxing match with Top Gear. Jeremy Clarkson. I think I heard that. We don't need DHA supplements, we just eat omega-3. If you're just eating short chain omega-3, if you're eating too much omega-6 with that, that's a recipe for disaster. But if you were taking a DHA supplement, that would mitigate that. And if you're one of the few people who has trouble or can't convert ALA, you know, elongate it into EPA DHA, you would come unstuck pretty quick and it could be some real serious health problems. You know, back in the day, we used to eat a lot more different, what we would call weeds now, but like, you know, foliage and stuff. And it was higher in DHA, like we were eating direct DHA like a lot more. But, you know, you can get it in an algae tablet. It's dirt cheap. You know, why not? It's just a fail-safe. Richard Roberts, will you be indulging in any non-vegan, any non-whole foods? I was going to say, yeah, maybe a little touch. What have we got? Something. Got some like vegan cheese, like a quality one made from cashews. Yeah, that sort of, just a little bits, but mostly whole foods. Race leaver, Bart Kate is a moron and a grump. And a chump. And a chump, I'd say, as well. All fat and blubber. Catherine, thanks, Paul. Hope you have a great ace and snazzy Christmas. And I hope you have a snazzy Christmas too. Why is this jumped? Am I miles out? Should I do it? Oh no, I'm not too far back, am I?
No, not too
So,
far.
Race Leaver, Foot Soldier just challenged Hench to a live stream bench press contest for you to learn from everything. Foot Soldier's a powerhouse. Nice. You can check out what's your favourite go-to meal, I guess you're saying, when you're at a restaurant. So I went out last night. I typically will go to Indian, specifically Namaste Village or Namaste India in Norwich. Such good food. Real, authentic, not Anglo-Indian, you know. And I will always have special chat, spicy masala dosa. Last night I had some vegetable pilau, chana masala, you know, like chickpea curry. And it was all very nice. And a very, very lovely, generous person paid for a meal. I like him. You can come again, Simon. Oh, so Goji Man's up for a bit of banter. Let's do it. Let's do it as a bit of a sort of meet-up type thing.
You said you might do it when one of your books come out, didn't you? And that could be like a good...
Yeah, I may do a book launch there. I mean, I don't know how long it'll be before my biography and things come out. But yeah, we can go before then, no, can't we?
Yeah.
But so I was considering doing creatine, but people generally aren't that positive about it. That's not been my experience being in the gym industry. Quite the opposite. I mean, maybe, are you speaking more to whole foods eaters, like not so much gym bunnies? Because the vast majority of people I know, like, rave about it. But, you know, that's only been my perspective. That's been my experience. Stephen Taylor, hey man, I'm coming down to Norfolk for a bit in the new year. Would love to train with you. Let's hook it up. So, yeah, just shoot me a message, henchherbivore@yahoo.co.uk, or just through henchherbivore.com. There's a contact form, and we can make that happen. I had a little training session with Goji Man's lovely wife, Emma, today. That was a lot of fun. And I think Simon was doing little filmy bits, so you may see it in his vlog. I'm not sure. You may see that in his vlog. I feel it's great when I insult Piers Morgan. Could have called him a lot worse. You're not a bad person. You're a badass. I like that. You can come again, Strange Fruit. We like having you and these parts. Potatoes are nicer. But I'd say insults are entertaining, but not too so professional. Yeah, bring some people in and outrages others. Yep. I just see such a swelling to my bloody numbers though. Typically, I think I'll get 300 odd subs from one of those videos, you know, which is a lot quicker than the kind of normal. But yeah, I totally get your perspective. Ashling, if Piers Morgan asked you onto his show, would you go? Yeah, see, this is what I've been talking about to a few people lately, and I don't know. I feel like I don't ought to. I don't know if my, not ego, maybe ego, temper. Temper. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared that my temper would get the better of me.
I wouldn't suggest it as much as I want you to promote veganism.
Gemma says no, and she knows me better than most, so maybe I should go with that. Red is red. I enjoy your response videos, but if you feel it's not you, perhaps try responding more naturally. Yeah. Sack of disgusted potatoes. Hi Paul, you're killing it. Keep it up. Thanks, Veggies, for thought. You're very kind. And you look to have an awesome ripped torso there. Alfred, does your other half prefer you with a beard or without a beard?
I don't have a preference, but at certain lengths it gets kind of pokey and it covers your lip. It's hard to get to your nice...
What? You shouldn't be trying to snog me all the time.
Well...
I'm not a piece of meat, you know.
You shouldn't be so attractive.
I'm not a sexy piece of handsome meat.
Put a bag on your head.
I am. Punk Loaf, he'd never been invited to Piers, people on that he knows he can bully. That may well be a thing, won't it? Vegato, DH is omega-3, digested by living organisms. So you can get direct DHA from some plants and from algae. You know, the animal omega-3 is, you know, as if the animal's eating ALA and elongating it into EPA DHA, but it's not. There is in plants as well. A rowing fish, do you spray your own greens? No, I'm too lazy, but I ought to.
FYI, if you wanted to skip right forward, there's no more questions that you've missed. You've just covered the last one.
Yeah, am I a little way behind now?
There's a question 2 down about do you know those 3 people? if you want to answer that one. And then it's just...
Where is it?
Do you know, or have you met the big guys like Nehemiah, Derek and John Beans?
All the time. All the time. Check out my Veg Fest London vlog. I think I entitled it, "Is This the Best Vegan Squad Ever Assembled?" or something like that. There's a few videos back. But yeah, so I'm a Vivo Life athlete as well as those guys, and we were doing talks together and hanging out in their Airbnb, sharing food. It's good. Yeah, they're great people. They're all really good, really down to earth, nice guys. And now where should I go?
I didn't know because of the time if you wanted to.
Oh, what are we doing for time? Ah, yeah. So I'll skip forward a bit, guys. If I miss your comment or question, do pop it back in the chat. That photo is from Veggie for Thought's first bodybuilding show. Oh, good on you. Good on you, my friend. Tricia, go on the Morgan show. More vegans at front up there so everyone can see. Oh, it's jumped. Why does it do that? We aren't anorexic with 3 heads. I can share so everyone can see where every person healthier. Yeah, good. Good words. Good words. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Vigato Blue. But, it's all good. It's all love. Veggies for thought. Have you ever considered competing in bodybuilding? Yes, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing it last year, but then I looked at the quality because there's a show that started in Norwich, which was new. It's called PCA, Physical Culture Association, something like that. And I was gonna, and one of my friends at the gym said, "Paul, like, you're in such good shape, you know, for the age category you would be in, you just, you know, clean up." But having looked at the show, like in other areas, I probably would have come dead last. Like, these people have been well into competing their whole lives, and you know, there would have just been no chance. So I don't want to do it and you know, not put on a good show. But I am thinking, you know, I'm really training hard now. I really need to spend some time doing more posing practice, and I've not found a coach that I've really enjoyed working with yet. But over time, I'm sure that'll happen. And I'm half thinking, do I start competing at age 50? So it'll be 5 years' time. You know, and a lot of omnivorous bodybuilders would have dropped out by then because their bodies will be giving up. But I'll be like a spring chicken and a spruce goose. Maybe then is what I'm thinking. Plenty of time to get good at posing, really dial in my physique, you know. Yeah. Racing Falcon is in from Canada. Happy Christmas. I will keep that up, thank you. Jones Gez. Hey, Paul. Hey. Hey, Biceps. Thanks for dropping by. Strange treat. Oh my God, didn't know you're 45. Thanks. I like you. Yeah, I turned 45 a couple of weeks ago.
You might have thought you were older.
Oh God. Don't say that.
No.
You're meant to be on my side.
I am.
You're all together now. Bad person. Alan Graham, Priest and Plants. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. If you go, I liked your review on Peers. Keep it up. I will do so. You look younger than 30. Some 30-year-olds I know. Alan, you can come back here anytime, my friend. Anytime.
I can't. I get it.
Veggies was thought. Pose is definitely really important. There's a lot more to it than I thought. Oh, it's really tiring, isn't it? I was really shocked at how hard it is. Love to see you do it. Love the comment about omnivores dropping out. Yeah, it's right though, isn't it? Trisha, happy birthday. Thank you, my lovely. Jones, Jez, Jez, hey, cheers, mate. And just saying G is easier than saying Geraint. Jones Geraint. I was going to ask were you executive assistant Oh, Wars, but just heard after just dropping in on this stream. I think you mean Gemma. And Rita, happy Christmas from my 7-year-old vegan gains, Evan. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's our designated stream. Guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your support in 2018. I love you guys so much. Love our little community. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you all next year for some more veganism, baby. Plant-based gains. I love you.